With such a great library on the Sega Genesis, it's not always easy to determine what game we're going to play. Ah, there it is. Super Monaco GP, a Retrodudez retrospective. Some thoughts on the box and art. Always impressed with it. Love the box art. It stands out, and I think that was really important. Not to mention that the cartridge and manual also contain the same art, right? Let's talk a little bit about the game manual. I am so impressed with this game manual. Consider that this game came out, I believe, in 1991, because if I'm not mistaken, the arcade version was out in '89. It came out a couple years later on the Genesis. And so, what do you go in expecting from a racer on the Genesis? I would venture to say that this is quite an in-depth, interesting manual. Not only does it give you the necessary controls and how the game is played, it gets deeper into the modes of play, whether it be Super Monaco GP or the World Championship, and some of the things you'll need to do to improve and do well in the game. Additionally, there's a story, a backstory, and it's an inspirational story. The manual, to me, sets the character of the game. It kind of gives you insight as to what the developers were thinking and, the personality of the game. So this manual, really nice effort in general. Well, enough said about the box art and manual. It's time to play the game, so let's do that. I can say, without feeling badly, I did not do very well. I did not fare well in this game, even on an easy setting. I believe the majority of that is just that it's so new to me. And games of this type, remember, you don't have this long view, you don't have views from the top. You're basically in the car, and you're relying on, indicators on the road, but also your knowledge of the track. I think that's one of the points of this game, is that there's a learning curve, but it's a good learning curve, right? You're not going to do well if you don't understand the track. I love the responsiveness of the controller. I can't say enough about it. And to me, it's the strength of this game. You feel really good. There's almost this dead space that's perfectly set, such that you feel good with the controller. It's not stiff. It's very responsive. Kudos. So I'm going to call attention in this screen here to notice the rear view mirror. The mirror in this game, the rear view mirror, really plays a role in your ability to see cars coming up on you. Considering when this game came out, that's really impressive. The graphics in the mirror view are good enough that you can leverage it as you're racing to determine what side racers are coming up behind you. An excellent feature, and also a great strength of this game. If I had something negative to say about this game, it's that some of the sounds are a bit annoying over a period of time. You'll notice later when you're in the arcade mode and there's a car approaching, if you're falling out of place, it continually beeps like an annoying alarm clock. So that's one thing, you got to remember the time, right, and the sound chip that you're looking at. But there were other games that had more enjoyable sounds. Like I say, it's not a showstopper, but not the strength of the game. I do not believe the strength of the game is in some of the sound samples. It goes without saying that the strength of the Sega Genesis over the Super Nintendo was always its ability to render speed. It's why Sonic succeeded. It's why this game works. You never feel like there's a lag. The game feels quick, it feels fast, and that really enhances the experience. Also love the crash graphics, and you bump into someone and the smoke. Well done, well done. One of the things I thought odd is that at any moment you can have a complete dropout of the engine sound or the road underneath the wheels, and it sounds very strange, and then it just kicks right back in. I thought that was a little strange, and I don't know if anybody has any other opinions on that, but thought it worth noting. Any mistakes you make on this course, it's quite unforgiving. You'll drop right out of contention. And there's the annoying buzzing sound or beeping sound I was telling you about. But again, really not that big of a drawback. I couldn't help but think how virtual racing was really only a few years away. And when you look at the leap in technology, that's pretty impressive. But this game on its own merits, a lot of fun, and definitely a worthy contender. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. Super Monaco GP. Looking back today, to me, still holds water as one of the better racers on the Sega Genesis. Although I struggled because I didn't know the courses. And any racer in the real world would struggle if he didn't know the courses. So I actually appreciate that. You also have to remember that 16-bit cartridges, they can only get so much data on the cartridge, right? So if it was too easy, people would complain and say I wasted my money. There has to be a difficulty level where you keep going back to build up and to eventually, master the game. So, in my opinion, an excellent effort, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, as they say, and we'll see you soon.